Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with...
Huh? You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put...
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops have...
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care...
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got...
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. If you don't, if you question her, harass her.
What is her name?
Claudia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, but no one notices. Your spine calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again.
Okay, enough. All of this is a...
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish it.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
I know her.
How well...
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months. You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had... Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them... What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. And what was up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
What do you think I meant? Yeah, we did them. What's that? No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of, I don't give a shit.
Remember what I said. Freight.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
The door is
Who is it?
tired.
This is the police.
Come on up. The door is open.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. It's been used quite a lot. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, Nacra. This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs, you find a bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about
Peptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy. The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I don't know. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. I don't know. The further we get, the more...
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams. A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets.
Welcome to the roof.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there. They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 50.
have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer? Like riding a copper-cycle.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man who was hanged. The people responsible.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Clausier Amondu. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. A bad memory, officer. It's the past.
Thankfully, it's implied.
I'm 28. I'm afraid you can't.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast. Along with...
Thank you for your candor. What?
They say so in your tourist brochure.
Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Okie dokie. Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be a...
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Nothing. I do nothing with it. It's not very cool, but what can you do? The record. So official. Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I have no idea, officer. I'm wintering.
How long have you been?
About 4 months.
The bills downstairs concur.
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Ravachol? Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. Okay. Yes, you're just one room away.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for rape.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man. Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were...
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
We partied. A lot of partying going on.
From Titus? About her and Titus's relationship? That's where you heard it.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Oh, it is.
What did you do?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex. I guess you can say that, yes, a bit. Lovers is such an emotional word.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing.
And his role in this strike was...
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't...
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a little.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical...
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter. I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't know. In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had?
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Why not? I'll be...
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about... The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just told you that you needed those chain. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. The fan stands still.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trust.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope, and you went and pushed her.
Titus Hardy!
Success. Titus backs off.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit.
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely frankly, it's a bit terrible. Someone has to rush in to break the tension.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
What's on it? We call it the door gunner mega mix. You know. You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. We have machines. We're in logistics.
Understood? You've listened in on their communication.
Since way before their chief started taking...
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop. Oh.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's...
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. In-depth.
I'm sure we can find it.
Where can I listen to this?
Yeah, play it with your app.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
You stare at the great door. The tape feels ominous. Upon it,
Hello again. How can I help you? Yeah, we still have those boomboxes on the shelves.
a typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you.
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't. A discount.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Door Gunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental.
4 real is offensively low, but just this once. For the music, concrete. And here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play in.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attack. You push. Come on, set. And the tape.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephant.
The harbor. That's the son of a Valson crap.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice one. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance whore ups. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrete on your porteria. The tape stops spinning.
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one who was a village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crime. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe
a symbol of Soldier of the Apocalypse style conduct.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Still.
There's more going on here than we know.
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes it. The contrast feels chilly. The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine. Do you know what you should do?
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation. Yeah? Alright. Not my favorite topic, but okay. Oh yes. I have multiple viewpoints. From
a bitter cringe. It hurts.
You called us.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline with nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it.
So, she's Scott's mystery foam cutter.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I...
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening.
Thank you for making the call.
I didn't want to, sir. And he still had...
We will move the body to the morgue today, miss. Don't worry.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the... I have bad... You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too? Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore. I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part. There's no way of knowing. All bullshit, man. Especially that guy. No fucking way, man. Really? Quick. Glory. Truth. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this, she likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature. How it always does. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are. No. It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not? I think it's safe to assume, yes, Mr. Thespian here hasn't been... She is a lady. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths. That is correct. And omissions too. A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her. Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with... You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one... She may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping. See? It's oddly moderate. Probably. Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this. The silence broken.
God, no.
She puts her coffee...
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that...
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Where did...
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via...
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just... Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way... He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed, and we're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You...
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed...
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like, for example...
Actually, officer, I didn't know his...
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his...
Lelystad. That's a good start. It just occurred to me, colleague. We still haven't performed the field autopsy on the deceased. The questions I have assume some kind of foreknowledge on our part. I suggest we go and perform it now, and return once we've brought ourselves up to date. Excuse the delay, miss. The situation will be addressed now. We'll be back soon.
The young woman nods. Then
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? And that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol.
that fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little
funny. No good.
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play.
Alright. All fucking righty then.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of this.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I asked for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to her.
Oh no. He's definitely compromised too. It's his hubris. Sadly, not much to do about it now.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something hard.
Yeah, guys.
Why?
Uh,
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men.
Come on, Titus. It's been a long day. I'm tired of running back and forth.
You know what? I am tired. Next time you see her.
This is the petulant rage of
that lying, scamming.
Yeah.
What is this quiet funeral shit? Are we?
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not allowed.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
It's you again. What is it?
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your...
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants.
Of course. You have questions, don't you? The power of your shore lobe, looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes. I'm all you have. Then you truly lost it all, brother. Sure, looking at my face. You're a lying sack of shit, Corpo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. In the park. I'm a joke. There is nothing funny. A killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Corpo. What do you mean? Ask me more questions. Because you're a Here you go, you loony. Fuck no. You're no. You're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. Love did me in, Brother Corpo. It was love all Come back later, Corpo.
His eyes are dark brown hair. The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from. As you narrow your eyes, this is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands.
I see it. His neck too.
The monster comes back into.
So what do you think? Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports it. Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption. But we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death. I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead. Absolutely. I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even...
Stop talking. He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing. Apricot chewing gum scented.
Kuno care? The fuck about it? Fuck are you talking about? What?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuckgimp's got one big... Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing. Kuno tried. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea. Yeah? That shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno, you wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the...
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Just a...
Yeah!
Looks like you're a fagari now.
Kuno's...
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone. Your test...
Get lost,
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? Look at that fucking shit. Fuck does Kuno know?
The lieutenant.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give... The fuck do you want with it? It's a vite...
You could use them.
Yeah, it's the...
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't...
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna...
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his... Kuno doesn't...
Shame on you!
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? The little boy had it good on his... To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me, pardon the choice of words.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days, and so I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in it. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the...
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library.
How does it?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boot... So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some... Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay.
It's implied he finds it...
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Cop habit. This isn't case-related. Hard to say. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry. The hole in this fence doesn't look that huge. He was exaggerating. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building, before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
That's plausible. A similar reckless abandon seems to be needed. You are correct. This...
Somehow that makes you feel scared.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there.
Fuck does Kuno care? So? Fuck, okay.
Kuno sent your fat.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. Don't be saying what Kuno said back after this shit. You better have something.
Yeah, real interesting.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a the fuck about it. You're testing.
Get lost.
Kuno does.
The man before you is the material, delicate and These are clearly not boots. They're...
Indeed. Ceramic under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather.
A small bell-like...
It's anything but...
Faint, like whirls of floorboards. I am so disappointed in you. What are you interested in? The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in... As you narrow, this is a... Only the lower extremity. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight. This is a steel-reinforced cargo...
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. No, you're right. The harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. They use whatever was on... Right now, everything seems to fit their confession. A noose is one of those... That ladder can't...
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from an intricate web of blue light. His eyes, dark brown. The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its... The material delicate. These are clearly not... The cadaver slowly... The material delicate. These are...
Indeed. Ceramic under the hill. Fair piece by piece. We should keep a lookout for this species. No, I...
Nice. That makes sense.
A good part.
What was that? Was the lieutenant just impressed? A small bell-like...
It's anything but...
Faint, like whirls of floor. If true, the smooth... The whirls...
Good. We have a piece by piece. We should keep a lookout for...
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless. The cadaver slowly twists on... Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Because you see it, finally. All the other walls on all the other houses must... Oh, wall father.
Huh?
He sounds... Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
Sure. If you must.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. No, that's all the snitching Cindy. I have a weakness for animals. It's
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
what for? What do you think I'm trying to paint here? A mural for a better tomorrow? Why do you... But boring. I ain't helping no pigs. Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about? Let me stop you right there, Piggy. You have no idea, do you? No idea. No brush? Fuck off. You're about to cry internally, aren't you, Piggy? Oh, pathetic. Just give up. Art isn't for you.
What happened here? It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. Indeed.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman. Some lunatic lost his mind.
With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the...
The odd... She leaves an old lady to her business.
She mumbles some kind of a response. This door is made. No one answers.
We should return in the evening.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert. This coin-operated viewer is
probably some kids.
A thick that's under the graffito. You know this to be the church looks up around the large wooden building. You see chunks.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the... Yeah, well, she's not a guest.
What?
We were just paying you a compliment. And finding out her Good thing that guest pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Was there anything else? Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious. No, I don't. Or some boring...
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay. So, I haven't opened it. Yes? You're already set for the night. Your door is unlocked.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up, shrugging his internet. He smiles. It's almost like music. You see a heavy steel. The door does. The cobalt. It leads to a side building, adjacent.
Yes?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
You know...
Of course, officers. Is there a...
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
The lieutenant poured something in it.
Ah, fuck.
Well, the Koldamama...
Koldamamadakwa can also be translated as a whisper, light and low.
That is... They tried to communicate. Psst.
They cancel each other.
Exactly.
Great regret washes over her.
After that, the corpuscle...
Of course. A common thread in these.
I'm glad you did, dear. What about what? Of course, dear.
Was that? Could it be? The Koldamamadak? There seems to be an extremely high... Lena also said that, honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole lot. The distant hum of... There it is again. It must be very close. Oh no. No. Too late. It's gone. Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Gendarmerie. You found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights. It feels like a Friday. And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. Mm-hmm. That's why I chose the...
Wait. Suddenly you're digging things?
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Trust me, you do. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette, and downstairs a cat crossing.
Besides,
he's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Something flutters in the corner of...
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Who knows, detective? It's a mystery. Right after you.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. Superior, but he's not in the command.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I'm an official with the coalition government. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. That's really all I can tell you about it.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, Is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
La communauté internationale. Your employer, technically speaking. It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Which is essential.
Basically, it makes...
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation, but not too far below. No. Too below. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about a sound monetary policy is essential for But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available it's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides...
But of course. Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values. Martinez? No. Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an... But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer? Sounds like you're a moralist indeed. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here. What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries.
Darling, that can't be an official designation.
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language...
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of certain...
Whatever you wish, officer. I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. That's when I understood.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanity. I couldn't tell you exactly.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
That's a giant you're describing. I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe.
Were you able to see?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were all men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one... Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots. You're right, of course. That is what one is. I'm afraid I don't have any...
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was my watch. Yes, now I remember. It was 30 minutes past midnight. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not... Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. That it's never going to happen. They enter negotiations in 21, and it's been... EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of...
God, yes. Sweet standardized.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing. Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern. It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. A supranational politic... You mean Revachol? No. It's one day going to be a...
Except that candidate members never become...
No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in... But we were talking about my friend here, not politics. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people's... Sorry, who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future. Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. He's deeply enmeshed.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps I'm just enjoying the view. Listen.
A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
No, the Insulindian Bay. This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I'm all ears, officer. I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Officer,
he holds...
What do you mean?
It was just... I was on the balcony. That's when I...
Sounds like the victim wasn't...
I went back.
Yes.
Were you able to...
Officer, they are... Well, eventually, their shouts... I'm afraid I don't...
About what time?
All I can say... My watch. No, I didn't.
It seems... I think we have everything we need.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local military.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Was there anything else? Of course. I'm sorry I...
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it, smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hair.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation. Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer. Wow. Elysium. There was the usual ruckus. Loud I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were... Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious or...
Oh, that? Yeah. Whoa. The less said...
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and a slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you... Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like this... That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but... Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trapped. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4. No problem, sir. I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder. Yeah, it is. Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
What did you say? Oh my god. Now it's turning into... I'm sorry. Oh yes. One of my... Like, not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Comes in handy when you've done too many... Better safe than sorry. Very funky. It is. All right. Sure, I can. Actually, I guess.
Where in the GRIH is the lieutenant? Possibly speeding from one terminal to another in glorious solitude. Wherever he is, you need him. Your other questions will make little sense without him here. You made the right call there. I'm talking about your zero-tolerance policy toward the mania of narco. You're in the right there. Yes, you're pure, unravaged by narco. Of course not. You've always been anti-narco militant material.
That's wonderful to hear.
This window is pristine, smooth as ice. This medicine cabinet is stocked with... There it is, the orange sun wearing blister pack. You've... Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an imprint. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man strike the antlers on the hood of the man's cloak, and his piercing smells like worn cotton with a side.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't.
You're not imagining it. Photon emission.
That's the man from...
He's surprised. Lie, sire, for no reason.
That's very sad, man. Then the man from Yelmdale is the hero. He left his native village of Yelmdale after his son was kidnapped. Too rare.
That's very cheap for a printed t-shirt that's still in pretty good shape.
It should belong to anyone who is rare. But why? I deal in goods, not services. Too rare.
That's very cheap for a printed t-shirt.
But why? I sympathize, I do. But this is a for-profit enterprise.
The tear machine. Your bottles clunk into... Do you know what you should...
Promising race pupil returns.
Racist. Welcome. He must think redhead.
I am.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is...
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw. Indicative. It is impossible to see any... This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. There must be some friction there. He's keeping it.
Mr. Clare is a man. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed. Of course you are. Evasholian man. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Rock and roll is more. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. The South, we are the future. I am a descendant. No. I have... Yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
I am...
You pick up on something artificial in his tone.
Fine. Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blood.
There must be some.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has jam, individualism, offshoots of the Seminese people invented. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much.
Meshhead stoically looks to the distance in silence. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. So cool. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. With a sudden flash, the world freezes. The file cabinet stands steady as ever. and the unlocked drawer slides out to the drawer. Before the cargo container. The container door appears unmoved by your attempt at flattery. The mundaneness of the situation does not seem to affect the container in the slightest. And, as it's always been, it's impossible to open.
Mister, I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like... Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. The back end of the cabin has a book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large muscular man. The driver, a large metal pendant hangs from. The woman is still hung.
Huh? What is it? What do you want? What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What if you don't know?
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Who the fuck is it? Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco. Maybe. Probably not. Makes just this month I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris that it's diamonds.
Damn this. Make her answer.
I would never make fun of a real lawman, Herifia. Easy.
That's correct.
Where do you want me to? Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will. To the... What do I need drugs for, Lowman? Would I... If you...
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Why would I want to do that? Loma, what in the name of God are you? Good. I don't care about drugs. What do I need drugs for, Loma? If you...
Maybe if she thought you're...
Why would I want to do that? Loma, what in the name... Good. I don't care about drugs. Little molecules do... What do I need drugs for, If you...
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Why would I want to do that? Loma, what in the name of God? Maybe. Probably not. Just this mouth I made. No.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Easy.
That's correct. There is...
Where do you want? Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will. Of course not.
A boyadero. Boya for short.
It's an old ballad about a young... Of course not.
In the background, you can hear the...
No. The boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the maggot. Then, you have to understand. A true boyadero needs a...
Does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Just alone. Yeah, you...
Looks like you're a fagari now. Whatever that means. The suspicion...
Your test... Get lost, Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain.
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beatdown base. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he would...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. An off-key.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid...
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Oh, I'm sorry, officer, but the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore.
A single beep indicates that the line. You ring the door. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. All you hear is static, but no. You ring the doorbell, but you wait for a minute or two, but all you get from looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell. You hear static. You can almost hear them.
Yes, hello. This is Tracy Penny.
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder.
It's you.
It's a woman. And who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you did. Ever since I came.
A spot of static overrides her words.
It's so nice.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Silence. No one answers your call. You hear the same waiting room music, but no. The bed is still cold from the The bed is still cold from the...
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. You're not cooperating. It's your disgusting body. Even through your...
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
There's no dignity here. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you...
Oh, baby boy, you're a...
Maybe if you know, like, maybe if you cracked the damn thing,
Then you'd maybe if you weren't so hard on.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness?
Letty!
But it never seems to let you go, does it?
Yes?